Coming to green for the Norway 100. Haver and Vandergeest door to door down into one.
Levon on the outside in that white 23 machine. Mitch Haver down on the bottom. Who's going to lead lap number 1?
Whoa. Vandergeest just about ran off a racing surface down there on the front straightaway.
Right in their tire tracks, and the 119 got down to the bottom. Zehr's down on the bottom.
He said you don't want to be out there long, and
Dalton Zehr gets underneath Justin Mondyke. That'll open the door and try to bring along the 15 of Summers with him. A little contact.
Haver tried to shut the door on Zehr down to 1. Zehr was still in it, and he kept his nose there, and he'll bump Haver up the hill and through. Now Zehr to 3rd. Here comes top 3 are getting a little tighter back up front. There you see Bryce and Haver still duking it out back here for the 8th position, but Casey's starting to really put some heat on Levon. And Dalton Zehr right there with him as well. So your top 3 packed together here.
Handle on this track, one of his favorite racetrack, as we get ready to go back to green. Levon Vandergeest, Casey Johnson, Vandergeest through the Racing Electronics restart zone, and we are back to green.
Good restart for Levon. He may be able to get rid of Casey here.
No.
Casey now going to have his hands full trying to get back in line before he gets pressure from Zehr.
Oh, and Casey couldn't get down. Dalton Zehr had the nose of the 119. He's fighting the steering wheel. See that?
Yeah, he was bobbing and weaving just the same as Gabe is here. You can see it.
The hands don't lie.
They do not. Swatting flies in there. Gabe might lose a spot. That is Mondyke slipping through. Oh. He's going to get underneath Casey as well.
Casey.
Oh, Casey. He said, I thought I learned.
He might have had a little help there.
You can't do it for 3rd either.
He might have had a little help. Oh, the 15 Summers gets the nose.
Getting tight. He's got to try to defend and get down in front of Summers here as quick as possible. Not able to do so.
Oh, yes, he is.
Gololeski going to try to clear him down there into 1.
Hard racing just inside the top 5. A couple of former series champions going at it tooth and nail. Gabe's going to get the measure of them and take over the spot. Casey will get that Valley Gasket 47 back down to the bottom.
Here comes Riley Stengham.
Penn's on the outside.
And we got a battle for the lead. Dalton Zehr and Levon Vandergeest. Mondyke going to try to follow.
Dalton Zehr does bring Mondyke with him.
Vandergeest off the back straightaway just in 2nd. Hanging tough. He's still got the lead by a nose. Dalton Zehr, though, this time off of 2 with the advantage, and Justin Mondyke will try to point the 44 down there and follow through. Oh, he's slipped a little bit, but it was not enough to get Vandergeest back around him.
Give the lead to Dalton Zehr. The opening is there for Justin Mondyke. Can he pounce on it? Stick Levon Vandergeest up on the high side. He will. Mondyke is 2nd.
Back to the Racing Electronics restart zone. Little over halfway to go. 58 laps remaining in this one. Zehr, the control car fires, and we are back to green. Mondyke was trying to bait him out there, and it did not work.
He was trying. He was trying. Justin Mondyke going to stick up on the high side. Gabe Summers going to try to sneak underneath, but Mondyke can clear the 15 and get back down to the bottom.
Yeah, it did work to get him back to 2nd anyway.
Penn Sauter up to 4th.
Yeah, he was able to get around Casey there. So the front 5, single file here.
Dalton Zehr, the 2013 Norway late model champion, running at that time for Gene Coleman, living up here in Menominee, Michigan. Went to the Coleman School of Racing Knowledge, Coleman University. Won just about, in 2013, won just about every race that they ran up here at Norway. I asked Dalton earlier, I said, did they like you up here? No, I won too much. They didn't like me. I said, well, they cheered for you last year. He said, yeah, I was gone for a while. So then they forgot that that they didn't like me.
Funny how that works.
4 to go for Dalton Zehr. I think he's letting off at the start-finish line, Matt.
He's down to 15 and a half now, just so he doesn't get up into that traffic, because he doesn't need to. And to finish my thought on this group, they've been so good everywhere they went. They had John Beal on the wheel at Golden Sands just a couple weeks ago. He set quick time on Monday, ran second to Gabe in the Trickle 99. So they win the Biv Afshenberger Memorial. They've come up here, they win. They win at Madison. I mean, name an event that these guys haven't won yet. This Beal Racing group has been lights out once they got Dalton Zehr under this 119.
Dalton Zehr has had it well in hand from lap 28 on. He sees the white flag. This is the Simpson last lap. Dalton Zehr, former series champion, former Norway champion, and he will go back to back at his old stomping grounds.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome out to the card, historic Norway Speedway in the 119, Dalton Zehr. Dalton, you've seen this car in this spot a few times here at this racetrack. What was different this year? Now, I'm going to point something out to you. These guys were right on their tail. Mondyke really had a tough go of it, trying to keep these guys from behind, which gave you all the car length. How did that go?
Oh, we had a great car. I mean, First Business Bank, Gildan American Apparel was, 119 was awesome. Couldn't have done it without my crew. But special thanks to John and Linda Beal. They're watching at home right now. And they just without their support, we wouldn't be here with this car winning races like this. And I can't thank them enough. And John and his parents there have supported my racing the last 6 years. And it's really I can't express my appreciation enough to be here and racing cars like this, quality cars, not just this one, but our competition has excellent equipment. And to sit in victory lane is a tough deal these days. So it takes everybody to make it happen. And thank you all the fans for coming out and supporting the event. We put on great races everywhere we go.
Awesome, Dalton. Now again in the 119 car, I'm sure we're going to see you up in a couple of weeks, or hopefully see you back up in a couple of weeks for hopefully the State Line Challenge. I'm glad to see you back out here. Now, we had a conversation front stretch last week. For some of the race fans, Dalton, you are still the speed record in qualifying at Norway Speedway.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of slipped in qualifying. I was really shocked that we turned a 3. We practiced a 1, and I thought I would get an 0 in qualifying, but the whole team bounced back and made a few adjustments for the feature. And I tell you what, after 20 laps, I was a little concerned at the beginning. I thought I was a little too loose, but at the end there, it was in cruise control. The car was awesome.
And it sure looked like it was on rails. Again, congratulations to the 119, Dalton Zehr, the winner of the Appalachian Sucker Punch Midwest ASA 100.